Hi guys, welcome back to Hamilton Homestead. I wanted to do a quick video. It's my favorite time of night. The sun is setting and it was just really an amazing day out here. Our meat chickens are back here, but we were out in the garden today and we were planting onions and more kale. I planted cilantro. And it was just beautiful. The clouds were just like puffy and white and beautiful blue sky. It was just one of those days here on the homestead that was just like really refreshing and just kind of fuels you to just keep going, keep pushing in this season. So this time of year for us can be incredibly crazy. There's just a lot that we have going on, and it's almost just like this switch goes off that it's like it just feels like winter is just dragging on, and then just boom, one day everything's so full of life, everything's green, everything's growing, and it feels great. But then it can also feel overwhelming and just hard when you don't see like immediate reward and immediate gratification. And tonight I was just reminded of something just really cool, and I wanted to share this with you guys. I was setting up some water systems in one of our main gardens with my dad tonight, and I saw this little green hue peeking up in one of like my rows. So I started digging and I found a couple carrots growing. So I sowed these carrots last year. Nothing came up. It felt really discouraging to sow so many seeds and not see that life, those vegetables, those plants growing. And then I found it just tonight, and I thought that it was just so cool, and it was just a good reminder to just like keep pushing, keep working hard. And it was just like right around this time, like last week, I was feeling really discouraged. I was feeling like I've sown so many seeds, I've planted so many plants under grow lights, and pretty much all of my tomato plants have died that I've been growing for like 6 weeks. I think they got some kind of disease, something really strange happened. I haven't quite figured it out yet, but they ended up all dying, and that just feels like a really hard blow because it was like close to 30 tomato plants. And I just felt really, really discouraged from that. And it just kind of felt like everything was just stalling. I've planted so many seeds, I've put out so many cold weather crops, and it just felt like everything was stalling. And then last week we had an incredibly warm day, and all of these seeds started germinating, everything started popping up, and we just had so much life around here just like immediately. So it was just so fun getting to like sit there and get my hands dirty and dig for this carrot to figure out how big it was. And I keep having these moments in the garden that like I found a pretty decent sized onion that had been growing. There's beets popping up, there's peas popping up, all from last year's gardening season. And it's just a reminder that things do continue to grow, even though we feel like it just kind of stalls out. They do keep growing, and sometimes it just takes the right weather. And so Friday was that day. Everything started popping. All my seeds that I had planted that I was just like anxiously waiting for them to pop up started popping up. And I just thought that it was so cool to just like see everything starting to like slowly come to life. I just love all of these lessons that the garden and homesteading teach you. Is I'm just reminded tonight to just have perseverance. One of the biggest things that I just felt like the Lord was like nudging me for this year was to have zeal. And zeal means to go into things with joy and excitement. And I want to have that in this season. There's a lot of times that there are those moments of discouragement. There's times that things die, and I have to just accept that and be okay with that reality, but to not give up and keep pushing and sowing as many seeds as we can and growing as many things as we can. And some of those defeats you learn from and you realize maybe it was an error on your part. Sometimes it's not. Other times maybe it is. Maybe it was your neglect. Maybe it was just you didn't have the knowledge. And sometimes that failure you can learn a lot from. And so I just want to say to just like keep pushing, even if you're not gardening. Maybe you don't have a homestead, but we all have those challenges in life. We all have those moments of needing to push through something when it gets incredibly hard. And I think the last few years has definitely created that for me, especially, and probably for a lot of you. Like, we can wake up with joy and we can wake up with excitement. And so I just hope that you guys are soaking up this season as much as I am now that the weather's warm. Maybe it's already been warm a long time in your area, but for us, things are just starting to come alive, and there's just so much excitement and joy in the process. So in other news, I wanted to show you guys what our little goat babies are looking like. They're getting so big and growing so stinking fast, but they are so